I'm Scott Hayhurst. I'm 25 years old from Barton Clay, just outside of Luton. I'm a fireplace and heat house engineer, a dancer, a bodybuilder in the making, and an MMA fighter as well, in the making. I'm a very addictive person. So if I do something, I get addicted to it and I have to keep doing it. I used to smoke. I smoked from a very young age, from about the age of 13, and I gave up about a year ago now. So I was addicted to smoking, and I gave it up because I was addicted to the gym. I used to, from about the age of 6 to 19, I was a Thai boxer, which had to go constantly every week. It got to the point where I was going 3 times a week, 3 hours a day. And then when I couldn't do that anymore, I then went on to do dance because I met dance. And I've done dance for 7 years now, which I got very heavily into. Through doing dance has brought me a lot of awards because of things that I've done. I strive to sort of push other people. I think that's another addiction that I have. I get addicted to seeing other people benefit from something that I've done. It's not an ego thing really. I mean, I just like seeing people do better in life via me helping them. So I put on events in Luton. I do events when up and coming talent can come sing on stage or perform on stage. I'm not the type of person really to sit in the background and be hidden in the crowd. I like to be known and I like to be noticed. And I think me helping other people and them giving me compliments and praising me for me praising them, if you like, makes me feel better.
It's very much a two-way street.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I teach. I taught two kids. One was 12 and one was 11. Sorry, one was 11, one was 10, and I taught them for 8 months. And they become UK champions. That was one, for them to become UK champions, but it was also for me personally. So it was something that I'd done. It was something that no one else could take away from me, and it made me feel good, and it make other people recognise what I can do and my skills. And it's not a massive ego boost, but it is. And I enjoy helping others, and helping others helps me. I used to be your typical teenager. Your typical teenager would get up on a weekend at 2-3 o'clock, go out Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, student night, Thursday nights. Now I get up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. I'd always been interested in going to the gym and training, but because I was dancing too much at the time, I didn't really have the time to go until I met a friend of mine who's a bodybuilder. Started training with him a few sessions. And then literally just caught the bug from there. And once I caught it, smoking just went straight out the window. If you ever meet my family, as in my brothers and my mum and my dad, we are stupidly competitive. We'll be sitting there in the living room talking, and someone will go, "Oh, I just did 50 press-ups." And my mum will go, "Well, I can do 60." And my mum will get down on the floor and do 60 press-ups. My dad will be like, "Well, I can do it one-handed 60." And then we'll all be doing press-ups, and my girlfriend will be sitting there looking at us going, "What the hell are you lot doing?" So we're very, very, very competitive, and we've always driven each other to do something. So if my brother plays football, I've got to be better than him at football, but then he's got to be better than me. And it's been like that with every single sport we've ever done. Even though we all have our separate sports that we're all good at, I'm good at dance, and mum netball, my brother football, my dad fighting. We've always got to try and beat each other though. And it's the same with the gym now. Me and my dad will stand in the mirror for 10 minutes, or if people are over, we'll take our tops off and get them to judge whose muscles are bigger, who has the bigger biceps. Everything in life is a competition with my family, and that has driven me loads to just be competitive. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's quite a good thing, really. I mean, I always want to strive to do better. I don't want to have to sit back and wait or sit back for second best. There are people that are going to look at me and go, "Do you know what? He's a bit vain. He's a bit arrogant. I'm not going to like him." But I like having haters because my haters also strive to make me do better. I am a very vain person. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the type of person who is shy. I'm not the type of person that won't look in the mirror. If I walk past the mirror, I need to check myself out to make sure that I'm looking good. And I might even just blow myself a cheeky little kiss just to say, check you out.
Can't be a good gym selfie.
But that's me, that's the way I am. And when people get to know me, they just know that that's something I do. And it makes me, people will laugh if I do something like that. But people will hate you for being vain. But like I said, you just got to take your haters and thrive off that.
Do you think there'll ever be a point where you look at yourself and think, I'm there, I'm done?
No. There's no such thing as perfection, I'm always looking at myself in the mirror, I'm always looking at myself in life and trying to better myself. Today I might have lost a little bit of weight, tomorrow I might gain some muscle. There's no perfect figure, there's no perfect form, so you always got to strive to push yourself. The day I stop striving to push myself is the day I'm dead. It's as simple as that. The two tattoos that are that don't really mean anything to me. The others I've got some writing on the inside, which is it's a Rocky quote. It says, "It isn't about how hard you can hit; it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forwards. That's how winning is done." I put that on there because I've always done Thai boxing and kickboxing and everything with my dad, and he's always pushed me to be and he pushes my brothers as well to be a winner. My dad always says, people say, well done, you got second place, well done for taking part, and my dad always says, well, forget second place, it's not the taking part that counts, it's the winning. And I've always thought in my life, I've always pushed to be the winner. I always strive to win. I don't want to do something and come second. I don't want to do dance and come second. I want to win. When I won the UK champs, I don't want to do bodybuilding, which I'm doing now, and come second. I want to win, and that's my mentality. So roses. This rose, red rose in the middle, has a netball inside. Cause my mum's a netball player. She has been for most of her life, and she's county coach for Bedford and all sorts. And that says mum on the inside. A tattoo with meaning for my brothers, two of my brothers that I have. Some boxing gloves on the back with my dad. And then as certain people that mean stuff to me that have passed, I've sort of added bits onto them. So my granddad used to play pool. And then I've got my cross on the back and a few names, my auntie, and my granddad and Alex. He had a really strong asthma attack, and his mum took him to hospital, and they gave him like a super dosage of asthma, the inhaler, sorry, and he was fine, no problems. Next day the same thing happened. He was around one of my other friends' house, Craig. His mum picked him up, took him to the hospital again, and then on the way he stopped breathing and had a heart attack in the car and was pronounced dead on arrival. That hit us really hard. We were on holiday at the time. And one of my friends got a phone call, I think it's sort of midway through holiday. He was speaking to his girlfriend and she just burst out in tears because she didn't want to tell us, no one wanted to tell us. She burst out into tears and he said, what's up? And she said, Alex has died, and told him the story. He come back to the table of 16 lads, we're all joking, drinking, 17 at the time, and just basically told us Alex is dead. And a table of 16 lads who are half drunk in the middle of the day just went completely dead silent, and everyone started, crying and thinking we're going to come back. And it did hit us really hard. It was a very close friend. Well, anyone can be anything really. I mean, anyone can turn into anyone. It's what you want to be at the end of the day. And I think, I know this is going to sound really nerdy now because I'm generally not perceived as a nerdy person. I'm generally perceived as this, or I make myself perceived as this figure. But I am really nerdy at heart. I'm a massive hero fan. I have the Superman tattoo on the back of my arm, so precisely I love Superman. And I had a Superman t-shirt on the other time, so I clearly love Superman, which is really hard to hide half the time. And that's due to my mum. My mum's grown up with me watching the Power Rangers. She's made me watch Power Rangers all the time, and I secretly still watch them now. I'm 25. let's not let that one get out. But you know, I've grown up with these superheroes, and I watch every single superhero film there is, every cartoon superhero thing. I have comic books, I have the clothes, I have limited edition trainers. You know, I love all of that, and I think that's the type of person I want to be, and I think that's where I learn a lot of my ethics from. You know, you want to be this figure, you know, this big figure that everyone looks up to, and that everyone wants to be, and everyone strives to be, and you know, that's the way I sort of try to be, really. I try to be that sort of hero, even though I've got no special powers.
Batman then.
Yeah, well, I haven't got the money.